Greats in the past, Morley Street. Looking back to Al Alla in recent times, Beach Road won it as well, Pridwell. Let's check the rundown here. 1 is Binocular, AP McCoy. 2 is Celestial Halo, Ruby Walsh. 3, Oscar Dan, Paul Carberry. 4 is Oscar Whisky, Barry Geraghty. 5, Pedlar's Cross, Jason Maguire. Ronaldo de Mott is number 6, Timmy Murphy. 7 is Solden Licht, the Mount of Jock Thornton. And 8, 1,000 Stars, Katie Walsh. So at last, Binocular coming up against Pedlar's Cross and others, and we'll have an idea of just what he might have done at Cheltenham.
Well, a fantastic contest in prospect. Pedlar's Cross 13 away favourite, Binocular 7-4. It's 6-1 for Oscar Whisky, 15-2 for Celestial Halo. It's 14-1 1,000 Stars, 25-1 for Solden Licht, 40-1 Oscar Dan, and the outsider Ronaldo de Mott 50-1. And the
bad fall on him last year.
Did indeed, second last, wasn't he? And that was the end of his national.
He's got a tongue tie on. He's got blinkers as well. And they're not going to be long before they get up and underway on this high class hurdle. It's a grade 1. It's the John Smith's Aintree hurdle.
That's it. They're off and running, setting off over 2.5 miles, and the Celestial Halo goes straight off in the lead here for Ruby Walsh. Leads by 3 or 4 lengths to Oscar Whisky and Pedlar's Cross as they draw to the first. Solden Licht is behind them, and then Binocular in about 5th position. Followed then by 1,000 Stars, the Grey, Ronaldo de Mott as well back, and so to Oscar Dan, heading towards the second. And a Celestial Halo settling into a rhythm in front by a length. 2 in second. On the outside is Oscar Whisky as they draw to the second now. They jump it well. From in third, Pedlar's Cross right up in the box seat here for Jason Maguire. Half a length out wider, Solden Licht is facing closer order already as they continue their journey down the back. Binocular is on the inside in the middle of the field. Then 2 lengths away, the Grey, 1,000 Stars from Ronaldo de Mott, and last is Oscar Dan, settling fully into stride. And Binocular at this stage, Richard, is lying at about 5th position and seems to be going pretty evenly.
Certainly is. AP be happy enough. A little bit touch keen over the first couple, but he's settled fine now. Pedlar's Cross is in front of him. That's where AP wants to have him. He'll be watching him all the way up the straight.
So as they come into the home straight now to the third, and Celestial Halo by 3 lengths and jumps it a little bit extravagantly. Ruby Walsh aboard. He'll unfortunately have memories of last year when he smashed his arm with a fall at the second last on this horse in this race. So come to the next, and that was the hurdle, and you see him just dipping there on landing. He pecked, that's the official term, and Celestial Halo by 3 lengths as they come to the 5th. Comes towards it, jumps that one a little bit better, but a little awkwardly as well. From in second, Oscar Whisky the outside, Pedlar's Cross in third, Solden Licht in 4th, followed by Binocular, the white cap smothered up on the inside, the JP McManus colours. 2 lengths away then is the Grey, that's 1,000 Stars on the inside of Ronaldo de Mott, and 3 lengths away is Oscar Dan, and Celestial Halo, Ruby Walsh setting a very good even pace.
Nice sensible gallop. Barry Geraghty must be happy on Oscar Whisky. He'd be pretty sure that this horse will get the 2.5 miles as well. And Pedlar's Cross with AP in behind him on Binocular right down the inner.
So as they go into the back now, they've got 6 flights left to jump in this John Smith's Aintree hurdle, and it's Celestial Halo by 3 lengths to Oscar Whisky, 2 away Pedlar's Cross as they draw now towards the 6th flight. And Celestial Halo out in front, draws towards it, jumps it okay. From in second, Oscar Whisky have made good ground there with a mighty leap on the outside. Geraghty wants to let him go, I reckon. Up on the outer now, they're now starting to really clap on the pace. 3 lengths away, Pedlar's Cross as they come to the 7th, and a mighty leap by Oscar Whisky. Further back, Solden Licht in 4th position, then Binocular. AP still got a good hold on him. 2 lengths away, then Ronaldo de Mott, and then 1,000 Stars as they continue their journey towards flight number 8. Oscar Whisky the outside, and he almost half-length Celestial Halo there. Put in a shorty, got away with it, but he's lost ground. Further back then Solden Licht, and further back Binocular. Pedlar's Cross just preceding them as they race out of the back.
Shaping up to be a great race now, Jim. And Barry sort of grabbed the bull by the horns. Drew Tester salmon at 2.5 miles. He's going to be kicking for home as soon as we turn in.
So they race towards the entrance of the home straight in the John Smith's Aintree hurdle, and Oscar Whisky out in front, a length and a half. From in second, Solden Licht. Peddler's Cross on the inside, he's niggling. Half a length away then Celestial Halo. Binoculars still waiting in the wings. They're followed then by Ronaldo de Mont and 1,000 Stars, and further back Oscar Dandan. They come to 3 out. Oscar Whisky jumps towards it now. He dived at it. He got away with it though by a length and a half. To in second, Solden Licht, the outside of Peddler's Cross, who's now got the opening in the centre and called on for an effort at the second last. Oscar Whisky fluent. Binoculars got 5 legs to make up. 1 left to jump. Oscar Whisky is 4 legs clear now of in second, Solden Licht from 1,000 Stars as they come to the last. Oscar Whisky over at foot perfect. He lands 3 in front of 1,000 Stars. Here's Binocular the outside. 150 yards left to go. Oscar Whisky is 2 in front. The grey 1,000 Stars. Katie Walsh is bridging the gap with every stride. In front, Oscar Whisky. 1,000 Stars is flying. They race towards the line. Oscar Whisky has just got there from 1,000 Stars. Back in third is Solden Licht. Oscar Dandan ran on. Binocular found nothing. They were followed by Ronaldo de Mont, and further back then Peddler's Cross. Very disappointing second last, and last was Celestial Halo. Well, what a race, an absolute classic. And it's the third, a hat-trick for Dickie Henderson. He's won the first 3 races on National Day. And for Barry Garrity as well. A treble, a hat-trick, and Oscar Whisky. He has straight tone from 1,000 Stars. Katie Walsh really galvanising the grey very late as they race towards the line there. As you can see, they're wide apart, but Oscar Whisky just sticking his neck out.